officially 36 weeks today, and we are having my sprinkle, my baby shower for baby number 2. So I'm getting ready. I had my hair curled yesterday, but it didn't really hold, so I'm gonna recurl it and do my makeup and everything. But I thought I would share, I don't think I've talked about it on here, my birth plan. So if you haven't watched my birth video with Bear, I have that up on my channel. It has like my whole birth. I got induced, so it's like literally everything that happened. For this baby, I can't decide. So with Bear, I was hoping to go into labor naturally. Didn't happen. I ended up at my 40-week appointment when they did a cervical check. I was 0% dilated, like 0 centimeters, like nothing was going on. So we went ahead and I scheduled an induction for 41 weeks because they really didn't want me to go past 41 weeks, especially like with inductions, because it depends on having a bed available. So you could have like an induction scheduled, which is what happened to us. We had like a date, I think he was technically due August 1st. So we ended up having an induction scheduled for August 6th. And then we got bumped because there was more people like actually going into labor. There were no beds available. So we ended up having to wait another day. So I went in on my 41-week day, and then he was induced and he was born the next day. Even when I went in for that, so a week later at my 41-week benchmark, I was still not dilated at all. So he just did not want to come out, which I get. It's like super awesome being inside mom. You have everything that you need. But I think my intuition tells me that this kid is gonna be very similar, if not the same. So I have to decide when I want to get induced with this one. So I'm not exactly sure. They don't want to induce me before 39 weeks. And then they would obviously want me to be induced before 41 weeks. So I've got to pick his birthday, which like no pressure. So I'm struggling with that. I just can't decide. I like have been asked people what day I should pick, but I just can't decide. And then in terms of induction, so when I was induced with Bear, they used this induction agent called Cervidil, which is a vaginal, like it's this little strip. It's a vaginal insert that they put inside of you. They put it in your cervix and you have to have it in for 12 hours and it starts labor. But the only downside of it is since it is in your cervix, they can't check you while it's in. So I had mine inserted at like 12, maybe 1 o'clock, and I started having like contractions and they just like slowly got progressively stronger. And so I started having like legit contractions around like 5 or 6, and that's when it got hard. Like Zach was doing counter pressure on me. It was like slowly ramping up. I was obviously going into labor. Like obviously they couldn't check, but I was pretty certain that I was starting to dilate. And so around I think midnight, like 1 a.m., we were asking to get checked, like, because I was having pretty severe contractions. And since they can't check you, like, you can't go ahead and get an epidural or anything. I did get, I think, fentanyl while I was still getting induced, but they ended up taking it out early to check me because I was having such intense contractions. And I was like 2.5 centimeters dilated. So it was obviously working and I was able to get an epidural. And what's funny is by the time the anesthesiologist got there, I was 4 centimeters dilated. So it worked, but it was, I guess, more painful than it probably had to be because I couldn't get any relief because they could not check me. So this time I was talking to my doctor and there is, I guess, a pill that you can take. So I think I'm gonna opt for that. And it's a pill that you would take every 4 to 6 hours, depending on how your induction is coming along. So I think I'm gonna try that this time if I don't go into labor naturally, and we'll see how it goes. I'm planning on having my mom and my husband there. They were both there last time, and it was really nice to have 2 support people. Especially like labor is really long and obviously you can do whatever you want. It's obviously your labor, but it's nice to have 2 people because they can like switch off. It's not all on one person to like support you the entire time. And then like if they need to like a break, then they can take it and it's not just on them. And then I guess my only other plan is to get an epidural. That's the main plan, is get drugs. And just a piece of advice for epidural, because I know I've heard like people talk about it only working on half, or you know, there's obviously a lot of issues that pop up. And so when I got my epidural, my nurse brought in this like peanut ball, and so she had me put it between my legs, and I was laying on one side, and she basically like flipped me every 45 minutes. So I think she just wanted to make sure that like all of the drugs, you know, really got moved around. And I was super numb, which was awesome. Like you can still feel, I think there's like a misconception that you're not going to know what's going on because you're numb, but it's like a pain numbing, but you can still feel the pressure. So like I still knew he was coming, especially like when it was getting close to time to push. Like I could feel him descending. I knew that it was time, even though I wasn't feeling like the pain along with it. So that is kind of my birth plan. Obviously, I've like, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. I'm open to just a safe delivery as long as baby gets here safely. That's like the main goal. It's good to have a little bit of a plan. I think their main reason they always want you to have a plan is just so that you look through your options. I think it's a good opportunity to just see what's out there and what can happen, because there's just so many different scenarios when you go into birth. You never know how your birth is gonna go. So it's good to be aware and kind of have like contingencies. Like if this was gonna happen, I would want this. Like if I had to have a C-section, I would want this. And just kind of think through so that when you're in the moment, you're not completely blindsided and like can't make a decision. So that is my birth plan. Like I said, it's pretty simple. It was pretty simple last time, it's pretty simple this time, but I'm not as anxious as I was because I know what I'm getting into to an extent. And then hopefully we only have to stay in the hospital for 2 days. It'll be nice to come home, especially because we have a baby already, so it'll be nice to come home to him. I'm excited about the meeting. I think that's gonna be super sweet. I know he's really young. Our first he'll be 18 months when this baby is born, and I know he doesn't really understand what's going on, and he's not gonna really understand, but I'm still looking forward to it. And I think it'll be a cute moment. So I'm gonna finish getting ready. Like I said, we have our baby shower today. So I'm hoping we get a lot of diapers because we're pretty set on everything else. I did make a registry, and I do have like a video about that, like what I'm registering for baby number 2, which, because we're having another boy, and even if we were having a girl, like it wouldn't be that much different, but we already have almost everything that we need. We just need a few extra things because our first is still really little and he's still using a few, like the crib and a few other things that we needed another duplicate of. So I went ahead and registered for all of that sort of stuff, but I'm just really hoping for a lot of diapers. That's the main thing. And it'll be nice. So my mother-in-law actually is throwing the baby shower, which is so sweet of her. And it's kind of more, I keep telling my husband, it's more for him and Bear, because everybody it's his side of the family wants to see our son, and then obviously my husband, which is totally fine. So it'll be a good little family reunion, and they'll get to hang out with him, and I think he'll definitely have fun being the center of attention. Bear, not Zach. Oh, and then the other thing I'm doing, so obviously there's a lot of like how to induce labor, which I also don't think I talked about. So I did with Bear, I did do the dates and the raspberry leaf tea, but I don't feel like the dates did anything because obviously I didn't go into labor naturally. But I did feel like the raspberry leaf tea helped when I was progressing. I felt like it helped me progress faster. So I am gonna start. I already got my tea on Amazon. I can link what I got below, but I am gonna do that again. So I'm gonna start drinking my tea probably today, because it's like 36 weeks is when you can start. So I'm gonna start doing that. And then I probably need to start doing like some stretches and stuff, but it's really hard to motivate to do that. Just waiting, which I'm fine with. We have 4 weeks left. Some time. We still need to get like the nursery area completely ready. We do have the crib put together and I've got all of the stuff out. So we had a lot of stuff in storage that we weren't using, just like in closets or in our garage. So I did pull all of that stuff out. So I just have to get everything assembled or, you know, find a home for it again because we're gonna have baby stuff everywhere. I'm doing my makeup. See you in a minute. I feel like there's always like this right above the ear piece of hair never wants to be curled. Alright, about an hour. So I should be able to get ready and get Bear ready. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm Sarah. I am a second-time mom, obviously. And I am just sharing my journey. I have a bunch of like videos about my registry and like product reviews and advice if you want to check those out. I do a lot of like just vlogging about being a mom, and once I like have this baby I'll be like doing some like health and fitness, getting like my like body back and all of that fun stuff. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe and let me know what you want to see. I try to just like share my real life. I record on my phone a lot because it's like the most accessible. It's what I have. I'm already juggling a toddler. I'm about to be juggling a newborn, so I don't have time to like do a huge fancy setup or anything. So if that sounds like appealing to you, then please join the channel. And I'm mostly here just to have fun, and you know, like I said, I have a lot of opinions, so I like sharing those and, you know, hearing from you guys. Yeah, that's kind of like my main thing. So today's just about my shower, but obviously you can check out all of my other videos that I have on my channel.
Say, Mom, we were throwing balls.
You were!
Can you give Mommy a hug?
Can I have a hug, Papa? No.
He did that to me. I'm like, can I have a hug? No. Bear.
His no is so cute.
Bear, can I have a high five?
No.
You gave me a high five.
You want your makeup? You want to look pretty? There we go. Yes. Does it tickle? You're so pretty. You're so pretty.
I guess I'll put some air in your tires.
Yes, please. You don't need Daddy's toothbrush. This is what I'm wearing.
You bring me again?
I don't have very many options, so it's like this black polka dot. I think I got it from ASOS.
Boom!
It's cute. Good job! You kicked it. You kicked it.
I mean, well, it was last July when I saw it. I think it was July.
Bear,
And
behind Mom's curls.
Bear, come here.
Come here, Bear. Not yet. Come on. Come here.
okay, now stand right there. I'm gonna take your picture. Look at you smiling. Yeah.
Good job. Wanna go back to your course?
Nice thing. I didn't know if it.
Oh, no. Gotta put it in.
Oh, you got it.
He really is good.
You need some help?
You did it.
If you want some help, get up.
I really need to get one of those like wall grippy things. We just got back. It was super nice. Zach's mom did a great job, and everybody's so like generous. We got so many things of diapers and wipes. Look, I don't think we're gonna need to buy wipes for like 6 months or something. Like, we got so many, and that's saying a lot with 2 kids. We made it home, and then we got just a lot of clothes, which I appreciate, and I know everybody loves buying baby clothes, but I think I'm gonna end up taking some back because we just have too many and we don't have room for them, and I hate to waste it. Like I'll probably exchange them for bigger sizes, because if you like watch my other videos where I talk about baby clothes and registries and stuff, Bear was only in newborns for like 3 weeks, and then he was in 0 to 3 for 3 weeks. So like I hate to have, you know, like 10 or 15 outfits because he's just not gonna wear them. So we're probably gonna just exchange them for bigger sizes or something. But it was so nice. It was good to see everybody. And then Bear had so much fun being the center of attention. It took him a little while to warm up, but by the end of it, it was like spinning around and rolling in all of the tissue paper. So it was really funny. But I'm gonna go ahead and shower, and I'll show you some of the stuff that we got. So I went ahead and washed a few of the things that we got. Oh, where are they? These had matching pants. Oh, this was really cute. It looks very like 80s and 90s. I just really liked it. And that's one of the sets we got. It'll actually fit Bear, which I really appreciate. We have so many little clothes that the big clothes are what we really need. This little jogger set. And then I really like these. It's like a little gown. It just makes it really easy to change their diaper in their sleep. And then a little matching hat. We also got tons of wipes, like the bulk boxes of wipes, so I shouldn't have to buy those for a very long time. This little St. Patrick's Day set for Bear. I'm conflicted because I like it, it's cute, but I don't really want him to sleep in a hood, so I'm not sure if we can actually use that as a sleeper or if it'll just be like lounging in pajama day. Another crib sheet, which can always have another crib sheet. We're washing Bear's crib sheets right now. And then we got a ton of, which I really appreciate, like a bulk thing of dusting cream. So we have dusting cream for also several months. Put this in their respective laundry baskets. So that is our little, our cat wants to go outside. We're very excited. We feel very loved and celebrated for our baby. And there's obviously some more clothes. I haven't gotten everything washed yet, but I'm so ready. We don't have much longer. Stay tuned. It's coming.